Podcaster Joe Rogan, 54, has been accused of spreading misinformation about COVID-19 by legendary musicians Neil Young and Joni Mitchell. In protest, the musicians have since had their songs removed from Spotify, but Piers Morgan, 56, has stepped up to defend Rogan. In his column for The New York Post, Morgan savagely wrote, "Give me Joe Rogan over cancel culture vultures like Harry and Meghan anytime." The former Good Morning Britain presenter admitted that he'd had his differences with Rogan in the past, but that he ultimately preferred the controversial presenter to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Spotify should do us all a favor by tearing up Meghan and Harry's contract and giving their money to Joe Rogan for more of his shows, he claimed. The journalist began by praising Rogan for his open mind, and said that he and the American podcaster, save for a few major differences, could be twins. Discussing Neil Young and Joni Mitchell's recent standoff against Spotify, he went on to defend Rogan's interviews with scientists that had controversial opinions on COVID-19. Morgan then expressed his outrage over the Sussexes weighing in on the situation. In a new law, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have demanded the Swedish streaming platform, which paid him $25 million last year to do their own podcast, do something about Rogan's rampant misinformation, Morgan began. A pair of two-bit minor British royal family renegades best known for spewing outrageously harmful misinformation to Oprah Winfrey are trying to suppress an American's First Amendment right to free speech. In March 2021, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle appeared on CBS for a tell-all interview with Oprah, during which Markle voiced that her time in the royal family had been seriously harmful to her mental health. There was no conclusive evidence that the couple's claims were an example of misinformation, as Morgan states above, but the presenter did memorably leave his job on Good Morning Britain at the time after a colleague called him out for rubbishing the Duchess' claims. In his article, Morgan continued to say that he wouldn't trust Markle to make me a cup of tea, let alone preach to the world about truth and honesty. He wrote, "How dare she and her equally hypocritical husband, Harry, make any demands from a company that's paid him a fortune to so far produce one podcast that was so bad, I needed urgent brain cell restoration surgery after enduring it. If the choice of whom to listen to in America is a curious, smart man who listens to myriad views to get to the truth, or a pair of fork-tongued, woke wastrels whose only currency is trashing the royal institution that gave them their titles to exploit for vast financial gain, give me the former anytime." During his article, Morgan explained that he had previously been called an a-hole by Rogan for calling for more gun restrictions in America, but admitted that the reaction was understandable given that he is an Englishman. He then shared that Rogan had actually also praised him for questioning the Big Bang Theory, and for labeling the left, unbearable for their illiberal new woke form of fascism. Morgan wrote, "This all suggests that Rogan's got an open mind. Like me, he doesn't park himself into any particular political or social tribe, nor does he like or dislike people according to their partisan allegiance." That said, the examples that Morgan provided in which Rogan agreed with him appear to be typically popular with right-wing voters, while increasing gun control is a decidedly left-wing view. Morgan also pointed out that Rogan was not an anti-vaxxer, and that he was actually socially liberal, but with a strong hatred of cancel culture. "What I like most about Rogan is his fierce curiosity and refreshing willingness to admit when he's wrong or has simply changed his mind," the journalist concluded.